Welcome into our look at local sports for WHKY News. I'm Jason Savage. The North Carolina High School Athletic Association finalized the brackets for this coming year's girls and boys basketball state championships. This all happened last night. The playoffs begin tomorrow. Second round will take place Friday. Third and fourth rounds will be the following Tuesday and Friday. And the regionals and state championships will take place March 10th through the 15th at Lawrence Joel Veterans Memorial Coliseum in Winston-Salem. Now, from the Hickory Metro teams that made the playoffs, we start first with the girls in the 1A class. Drawn, a 24 seed, will go to 9th seeded Queens Grant. In the 2A class, Newton Conover, 17 seed, will go to 16th seeded Surrey Central. Maiden, a 13 seed, will host Wheatmore. Bandy's, a 19 seed, goes to North Surrey, and East Burke, a number 2 seed in the West, will host West Davidson in the first round. In the 3A class, Freedom, a number 8 seed, will host Ashbrook. High Brighton, a 21 seed, goes on the road to East Lincoln, and Fred T. Ford, a 26 seed, will travel to Oak Grove. In the 4A class, Alexander Central is a 16 seed. They'll be at home to take on Porter Ridge. South Caldwell is an 11 seed. They're hosting Charlotte Catholic. Boys now, state playoffs. 2A class, East Burke, a 25 seed, goes on the road to Monroe tomorrow. Maiden is a number 5 seed. They'll host East Surrey. West Caldwell is a 21 seed. They'll go on the road to Lincolnton, a conference matchup. In number 22, Newton Conover will be on the road against Mount Pleasant, and 15th seeded Bandy's will host Burns. In the 3A class, Hickory is a 14 seed. They will host East Lincoln. That, again, another conference matchup in the first round. You'll hear that game on WHKY radio tomorrow night beginning at 7 o'clock. Also, Freedom is a number 7 seed. They will be hosting Northwest Cabarrus in the first round tomorrow. Finally, in the 4A class, South Caldwell is an 18 seed. They will travel to Southwest Guilford. Over the weekend now, Lenoir-Rhyne women's basketball won on the road Saturday against Limestone 60-58. Tilda Lindstrom had 17 points to pace the Bears. LR 11-15 overall, 9-13 in South Atlantic Conference play. They'll host Catawba on Wednesday. Lenoir-Rhyne men's basketball won at Limestone 89-75 Saturday. Jillian Dozier scored 24 points in the win. LR 21-5 overall, 18-4 in the South Atlantic Conference. They too will be at home Wednesday to face Catawba. Meanwhile, Lenoir-Rhyne baseball won 2 out of 3 games to open up South Atlantic Conference play over the course of the weekend against Wingate at home. The Bears would win the first game 9-2 Friday off of 7 home runs. Saturday, the Bears would lose the first game of a doubleheader 7-4, but would win the nightcap 9-2. LR 12-2 overall on the season, 2-1 now in South Atlantic Conference play. They'll be going to Coker on Friday. For the second straight week, the 4th-ranked Lenoir-Rhyne men's lacrosse team defeated the 8th-ranked team in the nation inside Moret Stadium. After beating Rollins last week, who is then ranked 8th, LR defeated Indianapolis, UIndy, 15-13. Saturday afternoon at home, Bears are 4-0 on the season. They'll prepare for 5th-ranked Wingate at the Crown Classic in Charlotte's Memorial Stadium. That's coming up Saturday night. Should be a good one. Lenoir-Rhyne women's tennis won 4-2 over Anderson. Bears are 2-0 to start the season. The LR men also won at home over Anderson 4-0. Bears are 2-0 as well to open up the season. They both are hosting Mount Olive today. Appalachian State women's basketball lost at home to Sunbelt Conference unbeaten James Madison 83-57 on Saturday. Mountaineers are 13-14 overall, 9-7 in the Sunbelt Conference. They'll be facing Georgia Southern on the road Wednesday. Appalachian State men's basketball lost 69-59 at home to Marshall on Saturday. C.J. Huntley had a career-high 27 points, but the Mountaineers are 17-11 overall, 10-6 in the Sunbelt Conference. They will be back in action again, ending the regular season on the road with their next 2 games. It'll start tomorrow when they face Georgia Southern. Appalachian State softball played in the Georgia Classic this weekend. They would win 8-2 over Utah Valley, but fell to 9th-ranked Georgia 5-4. Both those games were Friday. Saturday, the Mountaineers won over Buffalo 3-1, but lost to Utah Valley 6-1. And yesterday, the Mountaineers lost to Syracuse 6-3. App is 3-11 overall on the season. They'll compete in the Liberty Softball Invitational this coming weekend. Appalachian State baseball swept University of Massachusetts Lowell in all 3 games of their weekend series at LP Friend Stadium. Friday, App won 1-0. Saturday, Mountaineers got a 7-5 win, and yesterday, App would win 14-10. Mountaineers are 4-3 on the season. They'll face East Tennessee State on the road tomorrow. And finally, Appalachian State Wrestling lost at home to Douglas Lacasio's Campbell Camels 21-15 in their regular season finale. App is 8-4 overall, 7-1 in the Southern Conference. They'll be competing in the Southern Conference Championship March 7th through the 8th at Kimmel Arena at UNC Asheville. There's much more when you visit our website, WHKY.com.